Hello friends, welcome once again. In this video, we will learn about the basic definition or the terms used in the database development in MS Access. The first question is, what is database? Database is collection of information for certain topic. Example, list of customers address and contact details is required by the most of the businesses. So they prepare a list of customers in tabular format. We give the header of the table so that we can identify what kind of information it is. This is a database. A school required students information, their parents, contact details, in which class they study, their academic record. This is also an example of database. So below I have created a table for customers information, and this is the student database. The next concept is which we need to understand. What is table? What is record set? What is field? And what is the values? Table, just a container of raw information. Data stored in the table in rows and columns. In the last chapter, we have created customer database in which we have entered information related to the customers. So this is the screenshot of that table with the data. These records are stored in columns. We have column customer code, customer name, address, and these are the records. We have total records right now. So these rows are called record set and columns are called field, and the data stored in these field called values. So this is the field customer code. Customer code 1001, 1002 is value, and these columns are field. The individual row is a single record, and we have total 12 record sets in this data or in table. So you need to understand this concept. I hope everything is clear. If you have any query, you can send me the message. I'll try my best to give the answer as soon as possible. Now we will move to the next concept. Access is a relational database management system. We need to understand what is relational database management system. Access store data in multiple tables which connected with a relation called parent and child, or primary key and foreign key. One table will be parent, another table will be child. Or we can say in one table we have primary key, in another table we have a foreign key, and they will connect together using the relation of primary key and foreign key, or parent or child. We will take the example of employee record. So we have a one table for department. We have a department code and their name. We have another table in which we have records of our employees. So here we have an employee code, employee name, and department ID. So this is a parent table and this is the child table. So we can connect these two tables using the relationship. So we will give the code of the department in which this employee is working. So we can retrieve another information stored in this table using this relation. Maybe this time you feel it is a very difficult how we will retrieve the information. It's very easy and very easy to understand this topic. We will take another example of customer and orders record. So we have already created this customer table in chapter 1, and this is the order table we will create later on, in which we have order number, customer code, a product ID, quantity, and the rate. So here we will connect customer table with order table using the customer code. So in this order, which is related to the customer code 1001, So there is no need to mention the customer name, address, city, state, country, PIN, or any detail available in this table. We can just retrieve using the relation. So we can connect using the parent and child or primary key or foreign key relationship. We will assign the relationship between these two tables. So in this case, the customer table would be the parent key and the order table would be foreign key. So by that way, we can create relationship between two tables. So that is why Access is called relational database management system. Now you might be thinking why we are not creating a single table for all records, why we are creating multiple tables. I will give you the answer in next slide. Now move to next slide. Now we are taking the example of a single table in Access of orders. So we created these orders in Excel and we have created a single table. Now let's see what is the difficulty and what is the problem we are facing in the Excel in single table instead of multiple tables. So here we have order number, order date, product ID or name, quantity, and this is the rate. So we can calculate the total price in using the formula. We have to give the customer information in the order table as well. So we will give the customer name, their address, their contact details like this only. So if we maintain this record in Excel, so we have to give all the information here. Okay, it may be possible we have 100 orders from the single customer. So every time we need to mention or type the complete information in this single table. But if we use relational database in Access, so we need to put only customer code, and later on using the query we can retrieve the customer name, address, city, state and other information available in that particular table very easily. Now see the order number 104. Here we have two types of product. So we are repeating this information. An Excel file size will become very heavy. All information are doubled, tripled, 4 times, 10 times or maybe 100 times. If we have 100 orders from one customer, so every time we need to mention all these information. So this is the biggest problem we are facing in single table or in Excel or any spreadsheet kind of software. That is why we use MS Access. This is the basic concept you need to understand related to the Access. I hope these concepts are clear. If you have any query, please send it to me. I will try my best to give your answer as soon as possible.